I have 3 clips in the timeline. The first thing that you're gonna do, you want to follow along and you want to make changes to the shortcuts, because obviously I have my own shortcuts and I'm gonna show you where you can change it. You go to DaVinci Resolve, there you go to keyboard customization, and in here you can change everything that you want. So once I'm gonna say what kind of shortcuts I use, you can change it up here. So how can you do this? Let's say you're gonna use the razor tool. I'm gonna explain this in a second. Right up here, you can say razor tool, you're gonna click on it, and let's say you want to say Ctrl C. Boom, there it is, Ctrl C. You're gonna save it, and then your shortcut is razor tool Ctrl C. But for now, let's leave it on Ctrl B. Save. Now you know where the shortcuts are and how you can change it. The first tool that I use the most in the timeline is this one right up here. And with this, you can zoom into your timeline, you can zoom out in your timeline. So the shortcut is also zoom out, zoom in, okay? Really fast. I have it on plus or minus. You can give it another place if you want. So zoom in, zoom out. Another cool shortcut that I use all the time is, let's say that I'm working on music and I zoom in, I'm zooming really like all the way in, all right? And I want to zoom out immediately, like really fast. I want to see my whole project on just one timeline. I just simply hit the 6 on my shortcut, loop deck, and it's the zoom to fit. Boom, and then you see everything on the timeline again. So let's go, and I'm gonna show you how to select clips. Right, so you can do this on 2 different ways. You can start with the selection tool right up here, then you see the mouse button, and you can go through your timeline. You can search for something that you really like, for example this right up here, and you can make a cut right up here, okay? So you're gonna make a cut with the razor tool. This right up here is the razor tool. So you're gonna select it, you're gonna click where you want to have that cut, and there you go, you made the cut. You can do this, all of your clips. So now you need to go back to your selection tool in order to grab the clip and to move the clip around. Okay, and now you've seen that everything takes a lot of time if you need to click it up here and you need to go back and you need to go back and you need to go back. So that's why we use shortcuts. Okay, so very simple. You have the selection tool, select it, you go through your timeline right up here, and now you want to make a cut. You do Ctrl B, boom, you made a cut. Okay, let's see. Ctrl B, boom, you're gonna make a cut. This is a way to edit really fast. Okay, if you want to change something, and probably that's a very important shortcut to remember, that is Ctrl Z. Okay, you want to undo things. If you do Ctrl Z, you undo everything that you did. Right, so let's say that we want to go through this clip and we see a really nice part right up here. We make that cut, Ctrl B, and then we want to delete this part. So you have a few different ways how you can delete this part. The first way is simply by deleting it, and I believe that it is Ctrl X on your shortcut keyboard. So if you hit Ctrl X, you delete it. But what you see is that you have a gap here. But I don't want to have this gap. So let's take it back again, undo it, Ctrl Z. What you want to do is you're gonna click on your right, and here you see where it is, ripple delete. If you hit this, you're gonna see this clip is going to be deleted, but the right clip, this clip will automatically go to the left and will fill up the empty gap. Let me show you. Click on your right, then we're gonna do ripple delete, and there you go, you just deleted the clip and he filled up the gap. But we're gonna undo it again because that takes too much time. We have a shortcut for this as well. On your keyboard, you just simply hit delete and everything is gone. So let me show you 2 very important shortcuts that I also use a lot when I'm selecting my video clips. So the first one is when I go through my clip right up here and I just really love the start of this right up here, and I don't like this part, okay? So I don't like the left part of the video clip. So let's delete everything to the left. So how can we do that? We can do that by trim to start, everything to the left. I have this shortcut, you can do it on Q. So if you hit Q on your keyboard, everything to the left is gone. And you can do exactly the same with the video clip to the right. So everything behind this line on the right side, so this part will be gone, okay? So that is trimmed to an end. And I have the shortcut W. So you have Q and W on your keyboard, so W, you're gonna see it, boom. One thing that you need to keep in mind is that you have gaps, and you don't want to have gaps because you want a nice, clean timeline. One thing that you need to activate is this up here. You're gonna activate the trim edit mode, and now you're gonna see, when I'm gonna delete everything to the left, you're gonna see automatically he's gonna close the gap, and let's delete everything to the right. Boom, he's closing everything to the right. Okay, so this is my workflow. I'm just making cuts, what I really like. When I don't like this part, I just delete it by hitting my Q. Then I'm gonna make ctrl B, I'm gonna make a cut again, and I want to delete everything to the right. Alright, so it was a quick video, hope you learned something today, and gonna check you out in my next video. See ya!